say a few words about Mike Oldfield, because you recorded you remember a song called Subversive Old Bollocks, right?
Oh, that's only a joke.
Yeah, that wasn't meant as...
No, it's just a joke. No, and it's a bit of people's like, oh, you used to work with Mike Oldfield and stuff like that. It's a joke. I've got nothing against Mike Oldfield.
Yeah.
He's not offended by it.
Hopefully not.
He's not. No, he wouldn't be. He couldn't care less.
Yeah.
He wouldn't even be amused by it. He'd just think it wasn't worth the interest. You know? No, I have nothing at all against him. But yeah, I remember now. I had what's it called? It's called a flexotone. It's a thing that drummers have, and it's a piece of spring in a frame with a ball on there, and you bounce it up and down. It's all boing, 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 boing. It's called a flexotone, and I recorded it on that, and it's like, that's right, it's a spring in a frame with a little ball on it, and the ball bounces against a piece of metal, and that's right, I think either Richard, the Virgin thing, either Richard or his partner said, I took a tape, I took a tape round and played it of these ideas for my record, you know, and they said, oh, that's really good, it must go on the record. And I thought, all right, fair enough. But, I thought it was quite amusing to me to call it tubercular balls, because it's just a piece of nonsense which they wanted on the record. So they had me on the label and Mike. Not that Mike did very well out of them. Only he got Richard's car, I think, which broke down. But
was your meeting with Henry Cow a result of all the Virgin record association?
I think so, yeah. I can't remember, yeah, I guess so, yeah.
You started playing with them and stuff.
Yeah.
Did they sound fresh at the time?
Oh, I liked them anyway, yeah. Yeah. Oh, I still see Fred sometimes. I played with him recently. We did a gig some country or other.
You ended up signing with Virgin at one point.
Well, it was what was the
album?
Yeah, what was the label called? It wasn't
Caroline.
Caroline, yeah. Well, it's not heavy. No, I mean it wasn't a restricting relationship. I could do anything I wanted.
Yeah.
It really wasn't restricting. It was only to do a few records.
But did you have the feeling of a scene with people like Hatfield and Lol and stuff at the time?
Oh,
related.
Yeah. I mean, they were my mates. Yeah. Pip and people. Yeah, and I got on all right with Robert. I wasn't a close mate or anything, but yeah. But I did all the other things. But so did we. I mean, Elton did all that stuff with the softs, and he was great. But he was doing all the other stuff anyway. In fact, he was doing basically closely related to stuff. He took his things into the soft machine. There's the writing, but then there's the solos.
Do you remember anything about playing live with Hatfield and the North in that big ensemble, augmented band?
Oh, yeah, I remember playing with Hatfield and the North. Yeah, I can't remember many of the gigs. I mean, I know I did.
What sort of collaboration was it? Was it quite loose or heavily rehearsed and stuff?
Well, I mean, they had, there's a lot of written stuff anyway, but there's a lot of space as well. I mean, I was a guest, not a member in effect.
Yeah.
That's a very different thing.
So you were expected to blow?
I knew some lines and improvised as well. Yeah.
It was mainly a brushing.
It was their band. You know, I mean, I was just a guest that came and went.
Can you tell me about your dual work with Steve Miller, which was documented on a couple albums?
Can you until he retired. Yeah, he remained one of my real friends and playing partner. Yeah.
Can you say a few words about Steve as a musician and a person, the sort of memory of the man?
Well, I mean, he's one of the best friends I ever had, but in a way, so is Phil. Phil and Steve are really good blokes, you know. I mean, I'm a bit remote anyway. Even with my best friends, I'm not that open, you know. I'm aware of it, but it's one of those things. Yeah, and he's a lovely player. comes out of the old blues tradition. His mum plays very nice Jimmy Yancey piano, and she helped him and encouraged him. And Phil's great anyway.
Well, it's a stupid question, but what was different between the duo you had with David Bedford at one point and the duo with Steve Miller?
Oh, it's very different music. Yeah, I mean, with Steve, I didn't do any of this sort of nonsense stuff, not much, unless I mean, we used to do dialogues and things. They just happen, you know. With Dave Bedford, we had a couple of those silly songs and old plays which we shared an interest in, and with delivery there wasn't that joint interest. It's just a totally different approach to playing. I like both.